Okay, so basically we had a run-in, or two, or three, with the Goat Man. This con. A cryptid, the cryptid, the Goat Man.
Thine cryptid.
If you know the legend of the Goat Man, what he does is he sneaks his way into, like, groups of friends and, like, fucks with you. So Anton over there had the first encounter with the Goat Man, and... Okay, tell us what happened, Anton.
So, essentially what it was is we came back into the room, bunch of randos in there, as well as some of our roomies, and we're just like, okay, this happens, no problem. Some of our roommates are just like, we're gonna go to the hot tub area, pool area, and one of the people stuck along, and then one of our other roommates, Logan, and this girl went to the formal. So there's just this one random person laying on my bed, and I'm just like, probably waiting for everyone. This makes sense in my head at the moment. I'm gonna pop a squat on the floor and just like ride this one out for a hot sec. Maybe 15 minutes into sitting there in dead silence being like, who is this fucking person?
That was an I texted
messages me and he just goes, do you know this person? And I'm like, absolutely not.
He looks at me.
Yeah, I looked at him. No, absolutely not. So Peter tries to get their name and like maybe get some conversation rolling.
Did not work.
Every time you would ask the Goat Man a question, she would take a very poignant pause to answer, like, hey, what's your name? Courtney.
And then I said,
like, oh, I'm Peter.
I was like, cool, I'm Peter, nice to meet you. And then she was just like, no response even.
Oh my God.
So that was my cue. I'm just like, okay, this is my cue to like try and suss out the situation. So I'm like, hey, so are you waiting like on Josh, Steve, and everyone else to come back to the room? No, I don't think they're coming back. Okay. So
that's dark.
I'm like, alright, next point of escalation. Maybe she's with Logan, because she was wearing Logan's clothes. And she continues to talk about how she loves wearing Logan's clothes. And if Logan was here, she definitely wouldn't be sitting on his bed. She would be on his lap. She's like, I love sitting on Logan's lap. I'm like, okay. In the meantime, she also goes, man, I love sweet wine. I don't drink that dry garbage. She's like, my stepmom, such a bitch. Always buys that dry wine.
I was just offering wine. And then she was just like, oh, what kind of wine is that? I love that wine. My stepmom only has sweet wine. I mean, only has dry wine. I want some sweet wine.
That bitch. I'm like, okay.
Is this the exorcism? Like,
just wait. Cortani gets so much weirder.
Does
yes.
Exorcism is just already happening at this point. So I'm just like, okay, maybe she's waiting for Logan. Since she's talking about his lap and wearing his clothes, I'm just like, this has to be
her boyfriend?
Like her man or something. Oh, the boyfriend. So she was mentioning her boyfriend actually during the course of this just long encounter where I was just like, fuck, just who are you? She's like, oh, my boyfriend's got a panel here at the con. Fuck that stupid garbage. I hate him. I'm like...
But the panel was going on while she was in the room. She was skipping the panel to be in our room on the bed.
With no one that she knew. And so at one point I'm just like, oh, are you waiting for Logan? Poignant pause. You know, just a nice, sweet 45 seconds of just like, please fucking acknowledge me. And then she just goes, nope, I'm just here. And I'm like, not anymore.
And Natalie was like, yes, I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah, Natalie to me in Russian is just like, I want her to get the fuck out of here. So I'm like, alright, I got this, no problem. So I go, hey, you know, like, girlfriend wants to lay down, kind of in her spot, she'd like to take a nap, not feeling so great. I think Peter's not feeling so hot either, he needs to lay down. It'd be great if you could just like shimmy your way on out of here. I point at the door and say, shimmy your way on out of here. Let me say it one more time. Shimmy your way on out of here. I don't know how much more clear I can be in a nice way without saying, get the fuck out, please.
Very casual.
She then goes, what did she say exactly?
She goes, well, I mean, I can just leave if you want.
No.
And my response is, that'd be great.
Yeah. And then I say, yeah, I have sun poisoning, so I really need to rest.
Yeah, I'm sun poisoned.
I'm sun poisoned.
Random asses. I don't know why, I just got nervous and I'm like, yeah, I go to extremes. I'm sun poisoned. I gotta fucking go.
Like maybe 10 minutes later, we hear some knocking on the window, And I'm like, lay down, I got this. So I go up to the door, I'm like, oh, it's Josh. And I'm like, Josh, do you know that girl? He's like, who? I'm like, the one that was on our bed. He's like, I don't fucking know her. She wasn't one of our friends. I'm like, maybe Logan's friend. Josh jokes and he goes, you know, it would be funny if she wasn't even Logan's friend. Like, if we go to Logan and he's just like, I don't know her. Logan finally ends up coming back to the room and we're just like, Logan, who was that girl that was on the bed? And he's like, who are you talking about? I'm like, you know, the Nami. Like, your friend, the one that sits on your lap and wears your clothes. And he's just like, that's not my friend.
Okay, at this point, when Anton said this, I freaked out and I was like, you guys, that was the goat man.
That was.
And we thought it was the end of it. But I need to like break this up into a couple parts because there's more. The second part of the goat man story continues later that night. After we've been told about this girl,
we called her Gail the Snail.
We called her Gail the Snail.
Because we wanted to salt her out of the fucking...
She looked like her too.
She looked like Gail the Snail, but I wanted to put salt in front of the door. I'm like, she can't cross the threshold if we salt her.
So after we've been joking about how, that girl's the goat man, that later that night,
Probably like a fresh
like,
3 in the morning.
Yeah,
Quite
well, it wasn't quite that late yet because there was like the third stage that happened after.
Yeah, I still heard this one.
At like the stage 2 for right now happened around like maybe 1 in the morning when Logan comes back into the room and he's got a few friends with him.
Question mark.
And I'm still like trying to struggle to remember exactly what he was going on about, but there's somebody's phone or somebody's belonging was missing and it was like in that room and Logan was like going to get it for them. So Logan immediately goes to the back room, but his friends stay at the door and then this man started talking.
He started speaking in tongues.
What?
Are you serious? He had this like
No, not yet.
No,
that was stage 3.
Much later.
This was tie-dye hair Gage's McFuckhands over here. Like he kept flitting between a really bad like British accent and
like an old-timey like English like thee thou
he called me madame.
Nice.
And
Milady.
anyway.
Spice.
So basically they kind of make us uncomfortable for a little while and I'm like, Logan, please.
Mandy
Logan,
was just trying to fall asleep and like me and Chris are losing it and we're just not acknowledging him, so he starts talking to himself and we're just like we're just at this
point we're just trying to get like we're trying to go to sleep, like we're getting ready for bed. Logan still hasn't come back from the other room. He goes to the other room, but basically the other world, because he goes to the bathroom. He goes to the bathroom, and when he comes back, he's kind of a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, we know he was drunk at that point, but I mean, there's like drunk kind of delirious, and then there's like something that's otherworldly, and then there's Logan. Basically, he went in that room to charge this guy's phone, is what I was able to decipher later. He was charging this phone, and when he comes back into this room...
Krista, wait, were you vlogging at all during this? Did you capture any of this?
Not during this.
Oh.
Although you did get Logan coming out of there, it's a slow pan, and it's just Logan standing in a yellow.
I'll show you in like a hot second because I did record that. But so his 2 friends, they end up leaving again. He says, "I'm gonna come back in like 15 minutes because." For his phone to charge. Yeah. He was going on about like, I'll be back.
Logan, I'm gonna be back in 15 minutes.
And I was like, what the fuck? I don't want to let this guy back in here. And then we had like the whole bullshit with his sword. That we were like, Logan's sword. It was like in the corner and I was like, let's move it into your room because I don't want it in here. But he was like, oh, I'm going back out. I'm going right back out. Just leave it right by the door. And it ends up falling over like twice.
No, because we went out of the way to move it, and so we put it over, like we started moving it and we leaned it across on the bed, but it just ended up falling and knocking half the shit off the table, and we just put it over there. just actually put it back by the door. And so we put it back by the door, and someone opens the door, and it falls back over again. And we're just like, this is not fucking happening.
So Logan comes back, and we tell him that his friend is coming back, and I was like, "Hey Logan, you know who that was, right? Like, you know those people." Because I wanted to make sure the fucking Goat Man wasn't in our midst at the moment. So I get it through Logan's head that this man is coming back very shortly, and then phase 3 is about to start of this story, so I'm gonna break this up again. Part 3 of the Goat Man story.
Yeah.
Quite possibly the
goat grew some balls.
Yes.
Basically, is what this
Yes.
part is.
No, I'm afraid now.
So those those 15 or 20 minutes are up, and Mr. Goatman comes back with more friends.
He brings another one.
And this man, he had the horns.
He had
the horns.
And trip pants.
And he comes in, and we're like trying really hard. At this point, yes.
That's very important.
Yes, he was wearing trip pants.
Oh my god.
Good detail.
At this point, it's like almost 2 a.m. and we're really trying to just go to sleep. We just want to go to bed. Like, get your phone, and go. Like, please, just go. But this man, I'm going to show you exactly what this man did. Okay, this man, we're, trying really hard not to laugh in these people's faces. But, so the guy's, standing, he's standing over here with his little entourage.
Yeah.
And then he comes into the
He
bedroom.
saunters.
He just kind of saunters over, like he's part of this room. And he lays on our bed like this. And he says, "So what's the joke?" He's like,
What's
so funny? Is it me?
Like that? In
Yes,
that
Yes,
position?
he was
And he says it like that,
he was,
too.
sitting here like this, because I'm going to get Logan, and I'm like, "Logan, your friends are back!" And then I come back from out there, and I stand, right there, and I see this man on our bed. Mandy's, under the blankets, and Joe's sitting there trying not to lose it, and I'm just like, "Good man." He changed forms again.
And this is the trip pants guy.
This is a Trip Pants Horns
Not a good
guy.
scene.
Fucked up.
Nope.
Trip Pants
I would-
Horns McGee.
He became conscious of the situation. He
He
knew.
knew that we were on to him. So, and he called us on it. That's why he asked if he was the joke. No! That's exactly why he asked if he was the joke.
Fucking joke.
It's a joke. And finally, I tell Logan that, his sword is over here. And I was like, "Okay, you got your friend's phone, all charged up. You guys ready to go?" He's like, "Yeah, we're going out." This one girl, comes inside, and she's like, "Can I use your bathroom?" And I'm like,
No.
"Actually, we're going to sleep right now. I'm sorry. I was not going to try and let another goat man into our bathroom. What if it changed forms again, and it was, now in this girl?"
It came back out as
So-
this Gale the snail. I lost my fucking mind. She somehow gets in here.
I think that was it.
I would have died if Logan came out tired and sleepy out of the other room. He wasn't actually here present for any of it. He was actually the goat man.
I have a theory that
Skinwalkers.
that's what the goat man is basically. It can take the form of any person.
Was it really the real
So I think
Logan?
that the first time Logan came into this room and went to the bathroom, I don't think he came out. I think the goat man came out.
We kicked Gale the snail out. She never left. We should have salted the room. We need to salt this earth right here.
We do.
Not good.
Make sure
I'm
you
just
salt
gonna
on
link
your way
this
back.
whole
Yeah.
conversation
To
as
everyone.
Mina's vlog, so that I don't have to tell 50,000 people the Goat Man story. 'Cause it's too long to just tell.
It's a
once.
trilogy.
It is a trilogy. The trilogy of the Colossalcon Goat Man. Because the legend of the Goat
I
Man
wish
that
you
he's.
told me this.
He thrives on these situations
He does.
where you barely
Where you
know
sort
someone.
of know somebody. And then I read Joe and Mandy the creepypasta as a bedtime story because they needed to understand the concept of the Goat Man and why I was laughing so fucking hard over this. And these teenagers go fucking camping in the woods or whatever, and they kind of barely know each other, but it's that situation where oh, I thought you were friends with so and so. I thought you were friends with that person or whatever, and like what the Goat Man does. He takes advantage of that situation, and he like implants himself into your friend group.
I think I've read this creepypasta.
Yeah, and like it's the one where they're like, oh my god, how many of us are there right now? You're like, there's 8 of us. There were just 9 of us like 10 minutes ago. Who's missing? And nobody can think of who it is, cause it's the fucking Goat Man.
Goat Man.
This shit happens all the
This is
fucking
colossal
time.
curse. Like, this is what I called it. Colossal curse. And
I'm trying to think
You just
when
added
the
fuel to
last
the
time that
fire.
happened to me.